Hello my marvellous sausages, and here we are again with the Destiny 2 weekly reset. It is the 23rd of September. We've got a few things to cover here, so we'll get started, of course, by our normal look at the portal. We'll have a look at anything new that's happening this week. We've had a patch which has spoiled all of our fun, but there are a couple of nice surprises hidden in there as well, which isn't too bad. And then we'll round off with our look at the Eververse. Lovely. And to kick off, let's pop you into the portal because we had a pop-up message which looked quite interesting. Let's have a little look at that. We'll go to customize here and see what's happening. We've got something called Deluge. There it is, look, event modifiers. Dealing final blows creates a chance to spawn ability wells under combatants. Alright, okay, so this now is active in all levels of it. So there we are, so that's what Deluge is. We got a new event modifier there, which is quite interesting. Nothing else new here, really, apart from saying that the Reclaim event, now every single one of these is now match made, apparently, but they're going to be mentioned in the patch notes. I'll go over them a little bit later. Yeah, nothing exciting there, nothing in the seasonal hub either. Same old challenges, same weekly challenges there. No different rewards on the weekly track. Looks like they're all going to be remaining the same. Now, I've come here to Zavala, and we've got a bit of a showstopper here this week. We've got the Mint Retrograde here. Right, bloody hell. So, let's have a little look at what we've got for the rolls here. So, this first one, we've got Chain Reaction, Bait and Switch, Rewind Rounds, Recycled Energy, High Explosive Ordnance, Flared Magwell, Confined Launch, or Smart Drift Control. And just to point out that this particular roll is one of the most popular rolls. That's kind of the community god roll that most people are after, with the Bait and Switch and the Rewind Rounds there as well. People do tend to prefer, what have we got here? We've got a Pended Mag there, but we've got a Flared Magwell and High Ordnance Explosive, Smart Drift Control, and Confined Launch as well. So that's a pretty good roll. Let's go and have a look at some of the others. What's the next one we've got in here? Right, we got One for All, we got Chain Reaction, Hatchling, Stats for All, Flared Magwell, Alloy Magazine, Volatile Launch or Quick Launch. Right, okay, nice. The third one we've got is Master of Arms or One for All, Rewind Rounds or Beacon Rounds, Alloy Magazine, High Explosive Ordnance, Hard Launch or Quatermass in the Pit. I mean Countermass, yes. Next we've got Slice of Cake, One for All, Envious Arsenal, Rewind Rounds, Appended Mag, Implosion Rounds, Hard Launch and Volatile Launch as well. And for the final one, we've got Chain Reaction, One for All, Envious Arsenal, Stats for All, High Velocity Rounds, Implosion Rounds, Quick Launch or Linear Compensator. So I've got to be honest with you, I think that, well, that's probably the one that I'm going to go for there. Sorry, not that one. That's not bad, mind either. Bait and Switch is pretty good, but I just find that too much of a faff. So I'll probably go for that one. Oh, no, actually it is that one. It's the first one, isn't it? Yeah. So you've got Chain Reaction and Bait and Switch there. So you've got best of both worlds there, look. So that first one there is probably the one that you want. In fact, that's the one I think I'm going to get now. Yes. Lovely. Mint Retrograde. Thanks very much indeed. Very good. And moving on, don't forget as well to pick up your armors to give you a nice bit of ingestation boostings. Look, there's somebody there called Devarius Womble. That's a brilliant name, that. And let's check out week 11 of the seasonal challenges. So we've got to find all the missives, and that's in the Hypernet Current and Battleground Behemoth, in Avalon and in Duality, and also in the Bunker in Triglav and the Rocket Yard. They're all just wandering around in the Reclaim activities, yes, of course. Splat gets Sparrow final blows in Portal activities. Bonus progressions are granted for dealing final blows to Guardians. Intriguing. Trial by Firing Squad win multiple rounds in the Trials of Osiris. And Kinetic Forces get final blows with kinetic weapons, bonus progress for defeating Guardians. And those last three there are the ones with the Bright Dust. And Ada, let's have a look and see what she's got for the armor this week, or at least we got the Apostate's Blade set. Oh, that's Heresy, isn't it? That's actually quite nice, that one, isn't it? Ooh, look at that. There we are. That's quite nice if you don't have one of them. Remember, the stats are usually complete poo biscuits. Yeah, they are. But that's very pretty. Nice helmet there as well. Oh my god, look at that. It looks well cool. Anyway, there we go. There's that. And let's have a look at the... Ooh, we got the Midnight Exigent. These are the shaders. I didn't get that quite out there. We've got the Midnight Exigent, which looks quite nice, that one, doesn't it, actually? Goes nice on my fish. We've got Kairos Bronze there as well. Lovely. Very good. And finally, Dead Orbit's Fate, which that's quite nice as well. Look like a chest. And we've had an update today, 9.1.02. We've got activities, raids and dungeon. The Desert Perpetual increased power gain. The Desert Perpetual raid between 300 to 400 power with any number of feats, and up to 500 for 2+ feats. Epic raid further improves power gains between 300 up to the cap of 4+ feats. Got so many feet. The Desert Perpetual Raid reward now drops to tier 3, with additional feats increasing the chances for tier upgrades. And the Cutthroat Combatants modifier now counts as 2 feats when determining reward quality. And moving on from the raid, they've removed the weekly lockout on exotic weapon rewards in legacy raids and dungeon activities. These now have a chance to drop each time their source encounter is completed. Oh, that's good then, so we can farm for all weapons, can we? Oh, I can get my buried bloodline. I still haven't got that one. And portal changes. I'm going to jump down here because that's just a tooltip change. Fix an issue where the extinction modifier was not functioning as intended. This modifier can now be selected in ultimate difficulty portal activities. And ultimate conquest hypernet and ultimate conquest node Avalon are now available to players. So ultimate. Ugh. All reclaim activities have had matchmaking added to them as a permanent option. That is very good, and Briggs will allow to do more damage in reclaim activities across all difficulties. They fixed an issue with the pressure cooker modifier, did not allow players to receive their time score bonus, and also taken blights were doing too much damage to players in the Whisper. They fixed an issue causing players to encounter guitar errors in the Contest of Elders activity, and they fixed an issue where the dungeon Nightmare of Galran Pinnacle Op required Shadowkeep campaign completion to launch. In the Crucible Trials of Osiris, they fixed an issue where lobby balancing and trials had not been disabled as intended in updated 9.1, and they fixed an issue where the Devil's Lair and the Disgraced Strike were unable to be completed. Some exotic armor tweaks to Chromatic Fire for the Warlock returned the super-based elemental keyword application to Chromatic Fire's explosions. What? I don't know. Return the super-based elemental keyword application to, I don't know what the hell that means. Anybody explain that? Controverse Holes reinstated the energy return for vortex grenades, as well as their ability to trigger the exotic perk twice. And for Hunters, Young Ahamkara Spine, they fixed an issue where Young Ahamkara Spine wasn't granting the correct amount of grenade energy when killing players with an ability. It should now always give the attendant 8+ in PvP and plus 33% in PvE. Right, exotic weapons, Grand Overture, they've increased the total reserves to 58 from 48. The Graviton Spike, they've reduced the bonus area of effect damage on stasis overcharged hits versus players from 30 to 1. The Sturm, oh boo, they fixed an issue with Sturm overcharged shots where they were buffing outgoing damage from any source, and they fixed an issue where kills from other sources other than Together Forever weapon are able to grant Sturm overcharged shots. So there we are. So that avenue of pleasure has just been closed off. The Queenbreaker, they reverted the 8% nerf to damage versus bosses, and they've also reverted the 15% nerf to the charge time from the combat sites. And the New Land Beyond, they fixed an issue where the Catalyst was not activating at 20 stacks of the Master. And here's the big one. Weapon fixes. They fixed an issue where lightweight frame sword attacks without ammo on airborne allow players to deal massive damage to targets, and they fixed an issue where players could apply a Meter Mini Tool ornament to the hiatus rocket launcher. Oh, there's a shame. So there we are, another avenue of pleasure closed off. Abilities, they fixed an issue where the grenade and melee stats were giving less passive energy regeneration than intended. And then some general fixes. They fixed an issue where the Vigilant Seraph Robe's Warlock chest piece would clip into the player's point of view when aiming down sights. Silver prices for the Episode Heresy Status Armor set, finishes and emotes have been reduced to their intended amount. Refunds for the silver price difference will be provided at a later date. Fixed an issue where purchasing archive passes from the Monument to Seasons Pass would not provide chrono logs if the consumables inventory was full. Lost chrono logs would be provided to those affected at a later date. They fixed an issue where the Astral Stasis Drake Hunter Cowl ornament could not be equipped, and they've also fixed an issue where the Starside Introductions emblem was not appearing in collections. Cloudy visual effect would appear when using the Frosted Retinue ornament for the Mask of Fealty. They fixed that. Plus, the Sun's Apex cloak was becoming unexpectedly cut off when worn, so they fixed that. Where players who had reached rank 100 on the Reclamation Rewards Pass were receiving bright engrams as though Reclamation was still active. The Bungie.net digital reward for opting into emails has been updated to be an exotic engram. And finally, the icons for the recently updated Iron Banner armor have been updated to match their new visuals. Nice. Ah, they've gotten rid of the Sturm and the sword thing. I love that. Never mind, we knew it was coming, I suppose. Not much to talk to you about in these weekly resets anymore, are there? It's a bit of a shame, that, because I really enjoy doing these videos. But while we're here, let's round off then with what's happening in the Eververse store. Don't forget to collect your Bright Dust currency there. That's lovely. I think it's 700, isn't it? There we are. Good. There's 700 there. What else have we got? We've got Dream Cycle Shader, Season of the Deep. Let's have a look at that. Lovely. Yes, good. Hang on a minute. Everyone moans. Well, some people moan when I've got this coat on. Let me change my outfit a minute. There we are. There's again. Dream Cycle there. Look. That's all right, isn't it? Actually, yeah, quite nice. And then this one now is Roubelette. I don't think I've got that one. So I'm going to acquire it by gum. And let's have a little look at it. I acquired it before I even looked at it, look. Ooh, that's quite nice too. Yes, nice. Well, there's a bit of clip-in going on by there. Look, his man parts are poking into the thing. But never mind, eh? There we go. Let's carry on. We've got the Resurrected Shadow Transmat effect. That's quite nice. On my helmet's a different colour. We've got... Ooh, the Roach VGH. What's that from? That's nice, that one. Ooh, I do like that. I like the helmets on the side. Oh, of course, this is all to do with the Witcher series, isn't it? Yeah. That's very nice, that one. I like that sparrow. Very pretty. Let's have a little look at the jet. Ooh, is that triangle deliberate? Yes, that must mean something in Witcher parlance. We've got the Hexa bonds. We've got all the bonds here this week, which is quite nice there. That's for the Warlock, of course. And here's the Titan, the Kyr Morhen mark. Let's look at that. Ooh, it's chainmail. There's nice. Yes, nice bit of chainmail. And the Hunters. This is the White Wolf cloak. And I dare say it's... Ooh, that's fine, isn't it? That's nice. I love the swords on the back. That's great looking. There we are. Yeah, that's a White Wolf cloak there. Right, next. Birthday cake multiplayer emote. Let's have a look. Go on. Is he going to drop it on the floor? I bet he drops it on the floor. There we are. I knew he would. Curses! Oh, never mind, you stupid boy. There we are. That's good. Let's carry on and see what else we have. We've got the Pointed Offering multiplayer emote. What happened there? We missed it. Why does it start at the side so I can't see? Start again. I missed that one. All right, okay. I like that. That's quite entertaining. Your sword, my liege. I like that. That's good. What's that from? It's from something. It's either like a Monty Python thing, or I can't bloody remember exactly what. I'm sure you'll all tell me in the comments because you're clever people. Malware bond. Here we go. Here's the bond for, well, the malware set, which is the splicer looking set. There you go. Oh, I quite like those cubes there. That's quite nice. And the Titan malware mark looks like this. It's like a Tron tea towel. Lovely. And the Hunter malware cloak looks like this. Oh, it's another Tron looking tea towel. I do like those. They're nice, aren't they? Yes. Next, we've got the fire break shell, which, oh yes, it's like a little, put out the fires on that one. There we go, there's that. We got the Leonine Fidelity ship. Ooh, that's the lion-y look. Ooh, I like the little, the sonic pulses coming out of the back. That's pretty, that, isn't it? I wonder what shaders go on that like. Let's just have a quick look. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, yes, it's good. Well, the lion head does change as well, look, which I do like. That is nice. Oh, that's a very nice looking ship. Yes, I approve. That's a good ship. And then we got the Neon Scratch vehicle. That looks like a face. Is that a face? Are they eyes? Is that like a cat? Yeah, it's got a tail. It's a cat again. There's the obsessions with cats coming out again. Cats and rabbits. There we go. There's that. We have a very nice ornament here for the fighting lion. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. Look at that. Good God. I'm buying it. I have to buy that. It's brilliant. That, I'm buying it. That's great. Then we got the rolling projection, ghost projection here. It's nothing to do with Rawhide and the Blues Brothers, is it? Okay, what else do we have here? We've got Orrery Entrance. There we go. There's that. We've got the Warsat Arrival. There we go. There's that. We've got Fallen Arrival. He did sort of fall over, didn't he? Oh, there we are. I'm all right now. Then we've got the Copper Brand shader, which is nice. I quite like the Copper Brand, although I don't like that texture, but that's just me. Nectar Dynamo is one of my favourites. I think that's a great shader. It's one of my utter favourites, Nectar Dynamo. Excellent. Circadian Chill, that's a blue and white, which is quite... It doesn't make me feel cold just by looking at it. And then we've got the Chitin Slate, or the Chetten Slate, as we say around here in South Wales. And there it is there. That's okay, I suppose. Nice. There is much sadness here, as I have just removed my Sturm and my Drang and my quick fang sword, because the slashing and all that fun is now over, but never mind. Now then, we've got the epic super duper raid this week launching, haven't we? Which is another contest mode there, so good luck to everyone who's going to be partaking of that. Not my bag, but good luck indeed. Let me know in the comments if you've purchased anything from the Eververse, as I always like to know. And yes, so we got the exotic mission next, but I'm not exactly sure when that is. That's in a couple of weeks' time. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage, head.